If you search Node.js full course on YouTube, you will find hundreds of courses, and that is not the issue. The problem is most of the courses will be either on MERN or with simple CRUD, and that is the reason I've decided to create a Node.js Masterclass course where we are going to cover the concepts that you will not find in other traditional YouTube videos. And the best part of this course will be we are going to use PostgreSQL and TypeScript for the entire video. This course will be entirely free and it will be uploaded on YouTube. So now let's see the curriculum in complete details. So let's start with the most important point, and that is that when this video will be uploaded, and the answer is on April or on May. Then what is the reason of uploading this video? And the reason is very simple. You'll see that I already decided that I'm going to cover all these topics or the concepts. Now if you think that I missed out some of the important things that I should cover, so you can just mention all those points, and if I see those things are relevant, so I will add it. Now one thing I wanted to mention, that please don't mention microservices and real time, because I'm going to create separate videos for those concepts. Okay. So, and one more thing, that you will be able to download the whole syllabus from my website. So I've added the link in the description. It's completely free. So now let's see all the topics that we are going to cover. Then I'm going to give you the details. Okay. So first we'll start with the node basics, right? So we'll cover event loops, async patterns, right? Streams, worker threads, child process, node HTTP, and everyone's favorite, PostgreSQL. And for this video I've decided to cover Prisma. Then we are going to cover JWT and role-based authentication, Google Auth, and very important, testing. Now you will see that most videos that are available on YouTube, they don't cover testing, right? It's very important, right? So I'm going to cover testing in this video and deployment. So now the most important part, so we are going to cover each and every section, and it's very important. Then only you will be able to understand that whether I missed out anything or not. Okay, so first we'll start with, so these are the very basics, right? You can skip this part. So we'll start with main part, which is section 2. So we are going to cover TypeScript node setup, right? So we are going to cover we are going to use TypeScript. It's absolutely mandatory. So if you don't know TypeScript, this will be a prerequisite. Okay, and also the prerequisite will be ES6. So we are also going to cover that tsconfig essentials, the difference between CommonJS versus ESM. Then we'll move to section 3, very important, modules, npm and project architecture, that what actually package.json really does, dependencies versus the dev dependencies, npm scripts, right, import export patterns, how you can actually write proper backend folder structure for scalable Node.js applications, very important, right? Then we'll move to node runtime mental model and the event loop, what Node.js actually is, right, non-blocking IO and the concurrency, event loop fundamentals, very important interview questions. Most of the times you are going to get, that is microtask versus timers versus IO callbacks, right, async await, all these things. Then we'll move to sections 5. So we are going to have events and async patterns, right, callbacks, event emitter, why event emitter listeners are synchronous by default, all those concepts, right? Then we'll move to section 6. Now we'll start with our core modules, right, that you need to know 100% if you want to work with Node.js, and that is file system, path module, process object, runtime environment, right, graceful shutdown basics, very important, right, and all those things we are going to cover in section 6. Then we'll move to buffers and streams, what buffer actually is stream types, readable, writable, duplex and transform, 4 types that we are going to cover. And also I will try my best to create some small projects instead of just covering the concepts. You got it, right, what I mean? So that what you're going to do, right, by building projects you are going to learn the concepts, not the opposite. Then we'll move to section 8, child process and worker threads, right? This is also another very important section, and we'll see that how I'm going to make this one very simple in the video when I'm going to upload. Then we have one of the core modules that you need to know before you will jump to any framework, for example Express, or let's say you are learning something else, and that is HTTP module. So we are going to understand node HTTP module, request response object, routing with method and URL, and this is without any third-party frameworks. Okay, and then we are also going to create some mini HTTP server. Then we will start with express fundamentals, right? I think this part I'm not going to cover because most of the videos or courses that you will find on YouTube, we are going to see express, and that is also fine because I also need to cover, this is absolutely non-negotiable, right? So all these things. app structure, routers, middleware concepts, how you're going to do global error handling, right? All those things, and we are going to use Express 5. Then we'll move to our Postgres and Prisma. Now these will be our main project. Now remember, as I told in the intro part, that most of the courses are covering CRUD, and now you'll see that okay, you are also going to cover CRUD, but remember that the difference will be very huge. The way that I'm going to explain, the depth that I'm going to cover, it will be very, very huge. And you'll see that when I'm going to upload the video and you'll see my explanation with the examples, you do this video, you don't have to go and watch 10 other videos. Okay, so here in this CRUD, because see, CRUD is the most important point that you can't escape from CRUD concepts. So you're going to cover pagination, filtering, all these things. This is non-negotiable also, right? Then we'll move to our another core module, that is JWT auth and role-based access control, register login flow, password hashing. For this one we are going to use either bcrypt, or maybe let's say we have some other packages, maybe argon or something, but we'll try to use bcrypt only. Then we are going to cover auth middleware, right? Role-based access control with user and admin roles only. Then we'll move to validation, security, file uploads, and express ecosystem. Now here we are going to cover ZOD, very, very important. Even you are learning any AI concepts, let's say LangChain, LangGraph, ZOD is actually very key concept, or tech that sorry, not tech, key concept, I will say, or package or validation package that you should know. It's very, very important. Okay, so here we are going to use ZOD only. I'm going to show you that how you're going to handle centralized error handling, security basics with helmet, CORS, rate limiting. CORS, I'm going to make the concepts very, very simple. File upload with Multer, and we are going to use Cloudinary, so we're not going to store the files in the local. Okay, for login, maybe I'm going to use Pino. This is what I've decided. Again, feel free to comment it down if you have any other suggestion. Then we'll move to another module that most of the videos you'll not see, that is background work and scheduling. So we are going to cover this on very, very simple way, so that even if you're a beginner, you will be able to understand that what actually we are doing here. Then this is about the first project, right? Then we have one more section for consuming external APIs from Node. Now you might think that okay, this is a very simple section that we just have to fetch API and everything, but this is not the case. Here we are going to learn concepts of timeout, about controller, how you are going to handle failures properly, all these things. Now remember, all this will be prod level practices, production level practices. Then we are going to have a standalone Google Auth project. Now the reason of keeping a standalone Google Auth project is because Google Auth sometimes can be tricky. What we are going to do, right, we are not only going to do the authentication using Google Auth, but we are going to store that user information in Postgres also. So that flow, so that is the reason I didn't put this one with this particular project. Okay, I hope you are getting. So this will be completely standalone project where you are only going to learn Google authentication, because this is a very, very important and mandatory section you can consider. Then we'll move to another important section, which is testing. I already mentioned, maybe you are going to use Jest, but see, learning Jest is not the thing, but you have to understand the behavior, testing behavior, how you're going to do the testings. You'll see that a lot of ChatGPT and those kind of things can write testing and everything, but if you don't know the concept, and let's say you're going to ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT to write test cases, it's very bad, right? I hope you're getting it, and I'm sure that most of you are actually doing it. For example, let's say you'll just ask, okay, just write unit test cases for this file, and then it will write, it will work, maybe it will fail, and you don't understand a single line that what actually written. It's actually it's very, very bad. Okay, so that is the reason, don't skip this section, this is very important. Okay, so testing, I'm going to keep this one more detailed. And then we are going to finish with deployment and wrap up. Now for deployment, for now, okay, so see, this can change, the decision can change later. Deployment, I'm going to cover VPS deployment only, because it's actually very, very important, or AWS. You can just write the comment that what actually you all prefer. Based on the vote, I'm going to decide. Now remember, as I mentioned, that this is a Node.js Masterclass course. This is not a microservices course or real-time course, and I'm not going to add real-time in this particular course, and that also don't even make sense, because that itself is a very vast subject. So I'm going to create separate videos for that. But if you think that in this particular Node.js course only, if I missed something, so please feel free to write comments, but try to write within 4 to 5 days, because after that only I'm going to start recording. And the upload date, I'm already mentioned that if the upload is completed early, I'm going to upload on April, or it will move to May, maybe first week or second week. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. I will see you in my next video. Till then, good luck and peace.